Get here. Let's see
They
if they
need to.
take this. Stoner was doing quite well on the Bene last game.
He really was.
Let's see if they no, wow. Maybe their sideliners don't play Benedetta and Paquito. Maybe it doesn't work in their lineup. Granger before they can get banned. Now I'm sure that they're gonna start banning some junglers. Yep. Ling ban coming out.
And they go for the Granger. I'm thinking Anna S5 will be playing Ling. I know he's very comfortable.
It already got banned, sir.
Wow, I didn't even see them. Well, good call by GOSU doing their research.
It already got banned. I would expect another jungle ban here, probably YSS, Roger, something like that. Even I don't know, Claude. I doubt Claude. Maybe Roger YSS. Yep, Roger YSS.
Your team is banning.
Is Benedetta still up? That's crazy.
Yes. I would say if they don't ban it here, then GOSU might take it here then.
Esmeralda ban.
Your team is picking.
So they're giving up the Benedetta. Let's see if the GOSU picks it.
They definitely should, but the thing is, maybe Stoner's going to be the one playing the Uranus, and maybe Kusei isn't the best Benedetta, and it kind of wouldn't work in their lineup. That's the only reason I would see that they wouldn't take Bene right now. Other than that, they should if they can.
Wow.
I think it is because Stoner's playing the Uranus, and Kusei just can't play it. That's the reason, I believe.
You're absolutely right.
Because there's no way that somebody would value a Bane more.
Are we gonna see a Popo side again?
Most likely. Because that is Burns, like one of his most favorite heroes right now. It's his most played by so many dozens of games. And the jungler, yeah, still needs a jungler. Claude did get nerfed. It'd be interesting to see how he did. Or safe bet is YSS. YSS was also nerfed not too long ago, but still kind of viable in the jungle, I'd say. Not too bad against GOSU's lineup right now either. And they actually do lock in the YSS coming in for the tank. That does mean that Popol and Koopa will be going side lane again. We'll see if that can perform a little bit better now that Farsa's out of the draft. What do you think about this draft so far? Which lineup you prefer?
I honestly prefer GOSU's draft more, but it seems like S2 is going for more comfortable picks. Heroes that they know how to play correctly.
I think I actually support S2's draft a little bit more here.
I don't know, man.
I think the Farsa, just taking the Farsa for their own is a huge difference, man. If
you think they'll take out the Veil?
Dude, I don't know what they play, to be honest, so I can't really say. Maybe. I don't see what the Veil would do here. Okay. The Veil would have been a horrible pick. Farsa would have outranged. Cooper would have jumped. Would have been horrible. Chang is a lot better. More mobility. So seeing the full picks, you still support GOSU's draft?
Yeah, I think I like GOSU draft a little bit more.
Alright, interesting. So who do you place bets on winning this match?
On winning this match?
Yep. You would have to say GOSU because you like their draft.
No, I like GOSU draft more, but I feel like S2, after losing, they know they have no choice but to win this game.
I personally feel like S2 is going to win this game as well, yeah. I don't know, they have a lot of comfortable picks. Exactly, a lot of comfortable picks that they just know how to play very well. I don't know. GOSU's going to have a rough time with that. Best of 3, yup, and this is the second game. If S2 wins this, it'll be the last match, and whoever wins that wins the whole series. Moves on to the semifinals.
So we see a bit of poke from the Farsa.
Starting off mid here. Cooper in the bush, not going to connect to anything. Just clearing mid right now. Just a usual rotation. Cooper's still in the bush. Might be looking for something around this Scuttle Crab. Although I don't know if that's the right play right now. Actually does connect a little bit of poke damage. And besides that, just a very casual start. YSS going to be starting the blue buff, while Granger is going to be going over to the red. And, yeah, honestly, not much to talk about. It looks like they're doing 3 people in Granger's jungle. I don't know why the Raph is sticking with the Granger. I feel like that's a bad move, in my opinion. What do you think about that? You think she was worried about getting invaded? The Granger?
Perhaps.
Yeah, you can actually see Cooper right here. Look at this. Cooper in the bush. And Zoltra is very low, so maybe something might happen here. No, not able to connect. But the Farsa does come down. Raph has to pop her Purify. Another Uranus rotated down. Cooper's in a bad position. Doesn't even have his Flicker, and he's going to get first blooded. Wow. Not the best start to S2.
I think he went in a low.
Granger roll coming out. Only connects on 1 bullet. I can see the Paquito here, able to start just dash away. Yeah, I would agree that it was a bit greedy, for sure.
And he wasted a Flicker, which is on the bad side of S2. We got Turtle coming up in 7 seconds.
Granger's not going to have ultimate for this though, since he did use it. YSS actually not having ultimate either, and you can see, yeah, Cooper did get poked out there, but here we go with Paquito trying to make something happen. Getting General very low there, but
man,
not able to finish the job. You can see Popel and Koopa coming down from mid. Look at this. Popel and Koopa coming down, trying to look for something. Not able to get it. Actually, Flicker is very unwell played. Not the best choice. Yeah, because the Raph he must have his lowest HP setting on, so we just went straight to the Raph, didn't even go for the Granger.
Popel and Koopa with the same day Amazon delivery of a kill. Bad play on his behalf.
Puts GOSU ahead by around 2.5 thousand gold at only 3 minutes in the game. I mean, that is just devastating to S2. But they do have a way better late game lineup, I would say, this time. So if it does go late, maybe they do have a little bit of a chance to make it back.
And Chang'e.
It looks like, yeah, Chang'e actually just stole off. Meanwhile, on top lane, Farsa actually rotates over to get the kill onto the Bane. Yeah, wow, that Chang'e red steal, I didn't even notice that. That's how sneaky it was. 2 members of S2 at bot. Not able to secure the crab. Again, look at Kufra at mid lane. Has to burn his Flicker just to survive. That's the second Flicker that he just has to waste this match. And you can see the Farsa just stunning down that Farsa. She cannot move, she couldn't go anywhere, and this is kind of looking like a snowball match, Cardi.
Good play by GOSU coming in.
It was, yep.
Farsa is getting outpoked, who would have believed? Chang'e and the Granger all bursting on the Farsa.
You can see Paquito on the Chang'e though, actually lives with 1 HP. Wow.
Yeah, this Paquito is not too lucky with the executes.
Yeah, that's the second person he's got very low. I think he's overestimating his damage a little bit.
Got the Turtle coming out in 5 seconds.
3k gold lead in 4 minutes. You can see the Cooper gets a nice jump, but not the best stun. Does get onto the Farsa. And the Paquito has left with nowhere to go. You can see Burn on his favorite hero trying to hunt down the Granger. Actually ends up getting the kill. So far 2 for 1, but it looks like more people are going to be dying as Paquito and Popel do fall. So 2 for 2. Raph is respawned now, but again, their jungler didn't die, and he's able to secure it. Very close turtle, though. And honestly, I would say that's a good trade for S2. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, they're already down, so any trade you can get is valuable.
Exactly. Plus, they killed the enemy jungler, stopped him from snowballing a little bit. S2's jungler did stay alive. He's at top lane now. I'm not 100% sure why. Recalling while GOSU's jungler just goes straight back into the jungle. Again on this red buff, you can see, but a little bit of miscommunication. And it doesn't go the way that Chang'e really wanted it to. Tried to connect that ult, and actually Farsa does poke down Zoltra really low. So it's still going to be an uphill battle for S2 here. Even though they traded, they got a free turtle, it's still going to be really tough. You can see 4 members of GOSU rotating down to the bot tower, and Paquito really can't do anything here, man. He actually ends up clearing it. Wow. Nice jump from the Kufra. Does not decide to commit with an ultimate, though, because the YSS is not there. You can see Popol and YSS, though, going to town on this mid lane. That's
Good
really
move.
good. Really good for S2, yeah. They
Great macro.
they got a free mid tower for no trade at all. They didn't even get bot tower. They didn't get a kill. Just a free mid tower. It's a good rotation.
Great macro by S2. Able to stall out the game a little bit more.
YSS is about 1,000 gold behind, though, from the enemy jungler, so that's going to be tough. Paquito does fall to 3 members of GOSU.
Yeah, as you said, Yusenshin has no kills or assists, so he's like not even a part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
No gold, but they're setting up a gank at top towards
Yeah,
the
you can
Bane.
see four members of the BTK. It's interesting that they're still doing the 4-man on a single lane. God, burn really low, almost dies there, and he does have that flicker, this Bane, but he decides not to even use it because
Smart
it would have been
play.
a wasted flicker. I was gonna say it's a really good move by S2 here to actually start pushing this tower, realizing that it's way too late. It's beyond saving the turtle, so you might as well just start trading towers at this point.
Meanwhile, General Don at bot taking out the turtle, invading the red buff.
Yeah, looks like right buff is gonna fall again, but maybe a counter trade here. You can see the Wise is cleaning up turtle, cleaning up the crab, then just going straight for the enemy red. Good jump and stun, but unfortunately the Chang'e does have flicker, so they're not able to get anything off that. And they've actually shrunken this gold lead, so I wouldn't. GOSU is not snowballing nearly as hard as it looked like they were going to.
Yeah, that mid lane turret was so important.
It was. It really was. Popol's not able to do much this game. Again, he's kind of underperforming in my opinion,
Yes,
based on what I thought he would do.
I think he's better as a
Another
tank.
3-man, 4-man rotation to top lane tower. They might be able to get this tower. I think they will. You can see Farsa's ult coming in though, and GOSU's marksman getting very, very low. Bane stuck all alone here. He did save that flicker as we pointed out. So let's see if he uses it. He ends up surviving because he saved that flicker. His ultra very low.
Forced to purify.
But that was 5 members for 4, so you could see that Uranus is just going bot lane for free here. There was nobody to stop him. Now he's just cutting wave, pushing towers all on his own. Mid lane, you could actually see Granger getting caught. I didn't even catch that. My bad.
Yeah, 4 people gangbanged him. Caught off guard.
Caught me off guard.
I think S2 needs to do something now. General's dead.
It's
And
kind of hard though. There's not much. They have no waves pushing.
Right.
The turtle, the lord that aren't even up. You can see the damage that Chang'e has. Quick little item check here. Why is this actually finally passing the Granger in gold around the same? Gold lead shrunk about 2k now in 9 minutes. That's not a big gold lead.
Uranus
But,
with the winter truncheon already at 9 minutes. This is catching you by surprise.
Wow. Yeah, I see that. Paquito just trading with him. So much damage coming out from Paquito. Just such a lane bully. Had to make... Meanwhile, at mid, Chang'e does try to ult onto the far side, but doesn't get a kill. Gets her quite low, though. Here comes the ultimate. Not a single bullet connecting. Tried to get that kill before the Lord. Zultra very out of position here, I would say. And just look at that damage from Bane, though, onto that Popol and Kuba. Almost one-shot him. Tank in a horrible position here. Barely surviving. And that might have just given GOSU a free Lord right now. Zultra again out of position, just being a little bit too greedy, but it doesn't really matter because of all that movement speed that Rafaela gives. I mean, Rafaela is just so strong, man. It's amazing how prioritized she is now.
Yeah, that's why I said I like GOSU draft better.
Simply because the Raph pick.
Yep. And the Uranus too. Can't forget about Uranus. Such a
You can really
crazy
start
hero.
just 10k HP on the Lord. It looks like S2 does want to fight this. You can see everybody's kind of coming in position. I don't know if they can make it.
Oh.
Nice! Ultimate. Does Granger end up dying here, though? Yes, he ends up dying. Bane as
Peter
well
comes
ends up
in, takes
falling.
out Bane.
But
Paquito
look at the
still
back
going
line.
on,
You can see
double kill.
Farsa and Uranus fighting it out. She's trying to escape. Actually gets to her bird, and there's gonna be a 4-for-0 trade.
They could push mid, maybe get an inhib.
They might
Wow.
be able to get one tower mid. I do not think they'll be able to get two, especially with Chang'e. I think you can see Paquito just setting up bot, trying to kill that Lord. Let's see if they go for this, actually. I think it might be alright, Cardi.
We'll see.
Yep, they're going for that.
And they did.
That's really well played.
I think
Wow,
GOSU forced the Lord.
4-for-0 trade. I think it was an amazing stun by the Kufra as well, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Completely changed the team fight, because if he didn't do that, they were all gonna survive. They could have just easily backed off and got their health back, went to basement to the jungle, and then they would have to deal with that Lord. But that Kufra just completely changed that team fight.
S2 actually ahead of gold, surprisingly, by about 2K.
Yeah, this is the first time. Is it the first time? Yeah, if you check the graph, it's the red the whole time. But right after that team fight, they started getting ahead in gold.
Very even right now.
But they were never that far behind. They were always able to nice pick onto the Bane. Actually ends up getting the kill for the YSS. And let me take a look at YSS's items right now. He's starting to come online. He's building up to the endless. He already has Demon Hunter. He already has BOD. And about 1,000 gold over the Granger. And as we know, Granger not too good late game. This definitely is kind of setting up for a win on S2 side. What do you think? Farsa actually ends up falling. Paquito as well. That's a 2-for-0 trade. A little bit overcommitted. YSS here actually ends up falling. And is this going to be the end of the game right here?
They just threw.
That is really poor. Yeah, that is way too overcommitted for S2. Chang'e trying to get the kill onto the... I believe she is going to fall. Yep.
Really disappointing.
And that's a 4-for-0 trade right after they killed Bane too. Bane was not even in that fight. It was a 5v4, and they still lost 4 members. I do not think this is the end of the game though. Farsa's up, and we all know how Farsa's wave clear. I don't even know if they're gonna get a high ground here with Farsa alive. No, they can't even touch the high ground. Wow. But still, it's not the best. They just lost the gold lead that they fought so hard to get. GOSU taking some tier 2 towers here because they realize they can't push the high grounds quite yet. They get 2 towers. Now I guess it's just a waiting game for the Lord. Yeah, it's just gonna be. I believe it's just gonna be a slow-paced game. Both team, S2 is just gonna be clearing waves, waiting for that Lord to spawn, and GOSU just gonna be farming their jungle, trying to freeze waves, and we'll see. So who do you think wins late game here, Cardi? Who do you think has the upper hand? I do think S2 should have the upper hand in team fights now. But judging from last time, I'm not sure. Really? You think it's even? Do you think it's because of Bane?
The Bane and the Chang'e.
Ooh, you can see bad positioning from Popol and Koopa here, but Farsa also getting a kill into the Chang'e. Flicker in from Bane actually ends up one-shotting the YSS. Wow. Paquito trying to stay alive, but he could not. So that is a 3-for-1 trade, and GOSU not even trying to end again because of the Farsa, man.
They're going for the safe route and taking Lord, which I think is a good idea.
I agree with that.
Zotra getting vision. Also Farsa.
They saw both of them. They saw both Farsa and Kufra, so they knew it was an easy Lord. No contest at all. And yeah, now they have to go and deal with this Lord coming down. YSS has no defense, so the Bane just easily flickered in with all that magic damage. He might want to invest in like an Athena's shield or something if he has time to before this match ends. We're seeing the highest gold lead that GOSU has gotten in this game at this point at around 5,000. Before it was only around 2,500, but they doubled that after that Lord. Syncing waves up, so all 3 waves just go straight into the base at the same time. Paquito covering bot. See Farset mid lane. A lot of ulti spent on her, and she actually falls. Good jump onto the Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting team fight. YSS ends up dying to Bane's ultimate, and this fight might actually go over to S2. I'm not sure. The Chang'e is still alive, dealing a ton of damage, but look at those Paquito knockups. It still might actually be over, matter of fact.
They don't have no wave clear. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
The minions are spawning.
The YSS just died way too quick. YSS fell and couldn't do much. Wow. So just 2 mages left. Farsa, look at Farsa's death timer though. She's coming back alive right now. So the game is not over yet, actually.
YSS coming in 5 seconds.
Although,
all you need to do hold on for 5 seconds. Farsa, ult in the wave. Minions are
no, it's not gonna happen. GG.
Wow.
Wow.
G4.
The YSS and the Farsa got destroyed right before that team fight. Farsa died to the Chang'e and the Granger, and then I think YSS actually got hit by Bane's ultimate, dashed behind it, and then got hit again. I think that's what happened, actually.
I gotta give a personal shout out to Eugene, saving the first game with Farsa by stealing the Lord and coming in clutch, getting an MVP on the second game. Good job, Team GOSU.
What do you think the MVP was for S2 here?
For S2, I'm gonna have to go with Alexis 201.
No, I think honestly the Kufra, man. The Kufra was making some great sets there, especially at that Lord.
He fed early.
He almost saved the game at the ending.
He fed early.
That's true, but I don't know, man. That 4-for-0 fight at the Lord might have made this game even. It might have been over at 12 minutes if he didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Popo Koopa really didn't show up. I'm surprised.
I'm surprised as well. You know, we versed that in ranked, and I thought his Popol and Koopa was quite strong. But here, it just didn't look like it was doing much, which is odd.
G4. And shout out to S2 for participating.
Why do you think the Popol didn't do as good as they might have thought?
It's because they played him silent. I think he's better as a tank.
I think also it's just because